Emilia Harcourt, the ultimate ice queen. Now, this is one of the more fascinating characters on the show. And on the surface, like, she's got some layers to her. On the surface, we see this embodiment of don't get too close, right? This hyper competent, icy, quick to just slice you up with a glare. Like, this isn't natural coldness for her. It is a defense. Like, she's operating in a world where vulnerability gets you killed or manipulated, which is even worse. And her emotional armor is survival mechanism. It's forged from years of working for the Suicide Squad's morally gray kind of swampy area that they exist in. So she's a person who, by personality, she thrives on control, whether she's pulling the trigger or pulling rank. She's not going to submit to someone else's chaos. This is why she classes with Peacemaker, or maybe why they're even trying each other, because he is more like a whole being of controlled chaos. Loud, ridiculous storm, whereas her, she equates control with safety. Chaos equals danger. So her harshness is how she reins those things in. She wants to cut down unpredictability around here. Now, from a personal standpoint, she's very stone-faced attached, but her loyalty actually becomes pathological. Like, she doesn't trust easy, but once she's locked in, she's super locked in. She commits to the people that she's bonding with, and you can see that happening with her with the team. Now, she does have a deep layer of humanity. She's still very much in touch with that side of herself. And overall, I would look at her and say, she, on the surface doesn't show a lot of just real cracks until I start looking at the self-harm. Now, she's repeatedly thrown herself into situations that are extremely dangerous, bar fights against multiple opponents, for no reason other than she just wants to get into that conflict. So that's something where I'm like, yeah, this self-harm thing isn't something I can really overlook. Other than that, like, she's the uber stable person, and when things start to get nutty for her, that's when she starts to have a breakdown, because she's such a rigid, between the lines type of person. But we do see a much darker side to her that, probably around, she hasn't talked much about her family, but she looks like she has some attachment issues, like it just making good bonds with people and trusting people. So then she gets, upset about it. She wants to get out her frustration, but she also feels like she should take punishment as well. So a complex character that really puts herself in harm's way on a pretty regular basis, but someone you tend to kind of root for because you see that there's this complex being underneath all that. But those are my thoughts on Harcourt. Let me know what you think about this profile or another character you want to take a look at.